Hello, my name is Mallory Hooker, and I am a Simmons University dietetic intern currently working with the Southwestern Vermont Council on Aging. And I'm going to present a little presentation on nutrition and heart health. So, the importance of heart health. The heart beats approximately 2.5 billion times in an individual's life and is responsible for pushing millions of gallons of blood to every part of the body. This provides a steady flow of oxygen, fuels, hormones, essential cells, and other compounds to all areas of the body. It also assists in the removal of metabolic waste products. Therefore, it is incredibly important that we maintain the health of our hearts through proper diet, regular exercise, and healthy lifestyle choices. Everyone will experience some level of change within their hearts due to the aging process. Adults 65 years and older are more likely to have a heart attack, stroke, or develop heart disease. However, if we don't maintain the health of our hearts, we put ourselves at an increased risk of accumulating pockets of cholesterol-rich gels within our arteries called plaques, which can ultimately limit blood flow by narrowing the arteries. If these plaques were to break apart, we are then at risk for a heart attack or stroke. Our blood flow can also become limited when blood pressure is elevated due to lifestyle choices such as a high sodium diet. This will put excess stress on the heart, which can lead to further complications. This is also known as cardiovascular disease, which we are all at risk for as we age, no matter what our lifestyle is like. However, incorporating a heart healthy lifestyle can help to decrease our risk of developing cardiovascular diseases as we age. Now, a little bit into heart healthy nutrition basics. According to the American Heart Association, an overall heart healthy dietary pattern is one that emphasizes a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy sources of protein such as lean poultry, fish and seafood, legumes and nuts, and low fat or non fat dairy, liquid non tropical vegetable oils, and minimally processed foods. The American Heart Association also recommends to apply these dietary recommendations wherever food is prepared or consumed. This means that you should try to follow a heart healthy dietary pattern regardless of whether food is prepared at home, ordered in a restaurant or online, or purchased as a prepared meal. You can do this by reading the nutrition facts and ingredients lists on packaged food labels. Therefore, you can choose the foods with less sodium, added sugars, and saturated fats. You can also look for the heart check mark to find foods that have been certified by the American Heart Association as heart healthy. Additionally, you should aim to consume around the same number of calories as you burn each day, which will depend on your age, gender, and level of physical activity. There are a wide variety of online calculators that can help provide an estimate of the number of calories that you burn each day, which you can then use when choosing the foods that you consume each day. However, this method can be more complicated to try to incorporate into your life, and it is much better to just focus on eating an overall healthy and balanced diet each day, while also incorporating some regular physical activity. Finally, when preparing food at home, one essential cooking tip is to use herbs and spices to add flavor to your food in place of salt. This will help lower your sodium intake, which will help to lower your blood pressure and put less stress on your heart. Overall, a heart healthy dietary pattern will help to protect your heart and reduce your risk for cardiovascular disease as you age. Now, a little more into heart healthy nutrition. Limiting the amount of saturated fat and trans fat you eat is an important step to lower your risk of cardiovascular diseases. This is because high saturated fat and trans fat intakes have been shown to increase blood cholesterol levels, which can lead to a buildup of plaques in the arteries and increase the risk of heart attack or stroke. The American Heart Association recommends that less than 6% of your total calories come from saturated fat and to completely avoid trans fats altogether. This can be accomplished by trimming fat off of meat or choosing lean meats with less than 10% fat. You can also use less butter or margarine and use low-fat substitutions such as salsa or low-fat yogurt in a baked potato rather than butter or sour cream, or use sliced fruit or low-sugar fruit spread on toast instead of butter. Overall, the fats to avoid are commonly found in butter, lard, bacon fat, gravy, cream sauces, non-dairy creamers, hydrogenated margarine and shortening, cocoa butter, and coconut, palm, cottonseed, and palm kernel oils. When you do choose to incorporate fat, it is recommended to select monounsaturated or polyunsaturated fats, which are found in some fish, avocados, nuts and seeds, and olive oil or canola oil. In regard to fat, you should also try to limit the amount of high-fat proteins that you are consuming. It's recommended that you select lean meat, poultry and fish, low-fat dairy products, and eggs. Fish is a good alternative to high-fat meats because certain types of fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to lower triglyceride levels. These omega-3 fatty acids are found in cold water fish like salmon and herring, as well as in flax seeds, walnuts, soybeans, and canola oil. Legumes are also good low-fat sources of protein that contain no cholesterol. Overall, it is recommended to avoid full-fat milk and other dairy products, organ meats, fatty and marbled meats, hot dogs and sausages, bacon, and breaded or fried meats. You should select low-fat dairy products, eggs, fish, skinless poultry, legumes, soybeans, and soy products, as well as any lean ground meats. Additionally, eating too much salt can lead to high blood pressure, which is a risk factor for heart disease. Limiting sodium intake is an important part of a heart-healthy diet, and the American Heart Association recommends that healthy adults have no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, but that they should also try to keep the sodium to under 1,500 milligrams per day. This can be accomplished by reducing the amount of salt added to food at the table and while cooking. It can also be done by avoiding canned or processed foods like soups, baked goods, and frozen dinners because they have high sodium contents. You can select the low salt versions of these foods, but it would be better to make your own versions at home with less salt content. You can also reduce the amount of salt you eat by selecting reduced sodium condiments or utilizing salt substitutes. The key foods to avoid are table salt, canned soup, and prepared foods, tomato juice, condiments like ketchup, mayonnaise, or soy sauce, and restaurant meals. Instead, try utilizing herbs and spices, salt-free seasoning blends, canned soups or prepared meals with no added salt or reduced salt, and reduced salt versions of condiments. Finally, it is recommended to incorporate more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains into your diet. Both fruits and vegetables are good sources of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They also tend to be lower in calories and may contain some substances that help to prevent cardiovascular disease like antioxidants. Selecting more fruits and vegetables may help you cut back on higher calorie foods like meat, cheese, and snack foods. Opt for the fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables, as well as the low sodium canned vegetables and canned fruit packed in juice or water. Try to limit your intake of coconut, which is high in saturated fat, vegetables with creamy sauces, fried or breaded vegetables, canned fruit packed in heavy syrups, and frozen fruit with added sugars. Additionally, whole grains are good sources of fiber and other nutrients that can aid in the regulation of blood pressure and heart health. Some good options are whole wheat flour, whole grain bread and pasta, high fiber cereal, brown rice, barley, buckwheat, and oatmeal. Try to limit your intake of white refined flour, white bread, muffins, frozen waffles, baked goods, quick breads, egg noodles, buttered popcorn, and high-fat crackers. Overall, the best diet for heart health is one that incorporates a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy sources of protein such as lean poultry, fish, and seafood, legumes and nuts, and low-fat or non-fat dairy, liquid non-tropical vegetables, and minimally processed foods. Now, on to how Meals on Wheels can help you. Meals on Wheels, regular or heart-healthy meals, contain less than 800 milligrams of sodium, less than 15 grams of fat, and limits trans fats. Menu items can vary greatly in sodium content depending on preparation methods, but Meals on Wheels strives to serve you delicious meals within these guidelines and limit the use of highly processed ingredients. Meals on Wheels can help your heart stay healthy by serving you low sodium, low fat, and delicious meals. And on this slide, you can find the contact information for the Southwestern Vermont Council on Aging and Meals on Wheels should you have any questions or be curious about their services and what they can offer you in regards to nutrition.